Batmobile is trapped beneath the fear toxin. I should stick to the rooftops.
Was mine. My greatest.
The Batmobile is trapped beneath the fear toxin. I should stick to the rooftops.
Vengeance for this upon you and all your allies. Like poison ivy. My toxin overwhelms her. She's paying the price for opposing me right now.
Ivy.
Nature always wins.
Sir, the gas cloud is dissipating. You did it. You and Poison Ivy, I mean. We underestimated the humanity that remains within her.
She's gone, Alfred. Clearing the toxin took everything she had.
Oh, I see. Her final act was a noble one.
I need to find Scarecrow before anyone else dies. Do you have any leads?
Nothing concrete, sir. But the GCPD comms room might. They're currently puzzled by an encrypted transmission sent on a SWAT channel from within the city. Most odd, given there are no SWAT officers currently in the field. Then, of course, there are the numerous unsolved cases that still require your attention. With the toxin clear, now would be the perfect time to reassert your control of the city.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
Fleeting delusion of victory. The Arkham Knight may have fled in terror, but now his army answers to me. For even as my toxin dissipates, it leaves behind a forsaken city, forever tainted by your failure. Tonight, the myth of Batman dies, and Gotham dies with it.
I bet it's eating him up. Us being here, doing whatever we want. He's got nowhere to hide. Hear that, Batman? You're finished.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Toodleberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck! Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. No! No, 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 no! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening! I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. You did it. It's the key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
Ready to die, my dear?
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Catwoman, this evening is not about you. Wait, Batman. Wait. Do you have a photographic memory, Detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for. It doesn't take much to tame a cat.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
My apologies, Catwoman, but your partner in crime, and I shudder to think what else, has failed to bring the correct equipment to this final trial.
So how's Robin?
Robin's fine.
Is he allowed out unchaperoned yet? Or does Daddy still keep a close eye?
He's more than capable.
I bet he is. This one's more of a fully grown wonder, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
Come on, you. Lighten up. We're almost done here. What's it like out there?
It's bad.
You could just leave, you know. You can't play hero forever.
I can try.
You can. But there's only one place your little martyr fantasy is headed.
Not yet, Batman. You're lacking something. And I don't just mean basic intelligence. Oh, Batman, you disappoint me. In Arkham City, you create an electric charge device, which I admit took some scrap of ingenuity. And then you failed to bring it tonight.
No car. Just me and you, Batman. Anytime you want.
Tape 25, October 30th. Got my hands on it.
Tell me what you're doing.
Sounds bad out there, Batman. Rather you than me.
Agreed.
I'm guessing you've encountered a few religious cults in your time. What's your take on them?
They prey on the weak and the vulnerable.
Sounds like my ex-wife's lawyer.
Whatever you're up to, stop.
Trust me, I'm hands off on this one. Cross my heart.
Tape 25, October 30th. Got my hands on this forensic report. Human sacrifice. It's real. They're really happening.
Cash went up top, said the city...
Gotham ain't going down yet, Batman. Thanks to you.
Some of your men have picked up an encrypted message.
How did you... Stupid question. McAllister's back there in the comms room. It's got us all scratching our heads. Still no word from Gordon. I'm worried, Batman. He swore he'd never let anyone ever hurt her again. He won't forgive me.
How many of his own men you think Scarecrow wiped out releasing that stuff?
That's the thing. He didn't. The gas uncovers your fears.
Oh, there you are. Look, it's my stuff. So this is my memorial, huh? Not even a statue. They think they can just file me away, don't they? I've been sent back for a reason, Bruce, and no one's forgetting me this time around.
One electric charge gun used by Batman, a.k.a. one pair of shock gloves worn by the electrocutioner, a.k.a. Lester Puchinsky. Joker hired this guy on the night of the Blackgate riot, and then he killed him. I heard Batman borrowed these for a while before handing them in. I guess he prefers beating up punks the old-fashioned way.
Very subtle. I know this is the evidence room, Bruce, but you could have tried to cover your tracks.
One custom-tailored top hat, worn by Jervis Tetch, a.k.a. the Mad Hatter. Guy's mad, all right. He tried to brainwash Batman in Arkham City. He got the Wonderland kicked out of him instead. One stuffed bear and a canister of Titan formula, owned by Bane, aka Unknown. We had to let Bane loose after the Arkham City fallout. Guy was messed up anyway. Serious Titan withdrawal. I get 1 vial of Titan formula, 1 set of wind-up explosive false teeth, 1 pair of actual X-ray specs, 1 toy gun loaded with 1 toy flag, and 5 real bullets. All used by the Joker. No known alias. It's one hell of a toy box. I'm glad no one's gonna play with it again. 1 black mask worn by Black Mask, aka Roman Sionis. Sionis never really recovered from the night of the Black Gate riots, the night Joker showed up. Roman was an old school gangster. Joker, well, I'm not sure what he was.
Talia. I'm sorry.
One Tommy gun, used by Peyton Riley, aka the ventriloquist. Or maybe the gun belongs to the puppet. I never really understood what's going on there. A selection of body parts belonging to Warren White, aka the Great White Shark. White got himself sent to Arkham on an insanity plea. He lost a few things other than his mind while there. Made the new look work though, I gotta say. 1 freeze ray, used by Mr. Freeze, aka Victor Freeze. We had to stop playing with this after the commissioner caught us making ice cream. Freeze has kept quiet since leaving Arkham City. Maybe Batman finally talked some sense into him. 1 ventriloquist dummy, aka Scarface. This ain't the original Scarface. It's a Joker knockoff. Don't ask me why, but the clown took a liking to these creepy things. 1 laughing gas grenade, 1 snare trap, and 1 baseball bat. All used by Dr. Harleen Quinzel, aka Harley Quinn, during a recent assault on the blood. 1 pair of shock gloves, worn by the electrocutioner, aka Lester Buczynski. Joker hired this guy on the night of the Black Gate riots, and then he killed him. I heard Batman borrowed these for a while before handing them in. I guess he prefers beating up punks the old-fashioned way. 1 mask and jacket worn by Anarchy, aka Lonnie Machin. I wasn't even a cop when this kid tried to hit Gotham. No one's seen him since.
And the last time I worked with you, kid, you said the plan was full, Oswald.
Tell me about this broadcast.
Wish I could, sir, but it's on a SWAT channel. Encrypted. Those boys really don't like anyone listening in.
I'm in.
Are you reading me? It's Jim. I need you to send through some blueprints. I found Crane, and that bastard's going to die for what he did to my little girl.
Was that the commissioner? What's he doing?
Getting himself killed. But I've got the ID number of the radio he's using, and that means I can track him.
Why didn't Gordon let you know? He won't last 5 minutes against those guys.
I've decoded a radio transmission. It's Gordon.
Oh, he's alive.
I need you to isolate the radio's frequency and pinpoint its location.
Of course, sir. The transmission appears to have originated from an abandoned shopping mall. The building has been without power for some time, sir. You may well encounter some obstacles.
I've already retrieved the remote electrical charge prototype from the GCPD evidence room. That should help.
Very well, sir.
Huh. Final exam. Cute, shall we? This is it. One last hoop to jump through. Then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid-15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Riddle me this. How can you play my game when you've already been barred?
Play my game.
Perhaps you're looking at this conundrum the wrong way. You can't go through it, children. And no, you cannot tunnel under it either.
Oh, good. He doesn't want us to go in. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in. Can you find a way in?
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selena, watch out! Get ready! You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings.
It's still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
It's done. Key's by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
Cheater! You fraud! Bumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down, run it with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed this suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excess. So please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual victory above all. Father! I mean, Batman!
Get it!
Let's mix things up. I'll subtract you from this equation. Break this arm! I dare you! I'll smash you into elementary particle paste! You shall be ashes!
Keep them coming!
Thank you, Batman, for teaching me the effectiveness of silence! Enough! This is beneath me! You are beneath me! You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege! Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. Ah, fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.